Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Psy-Freak, Commando, Deadeye, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Psy-Freak. Psy-Freak chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me.
That thing?
Better half.
The best end is the one...
Guess left can be right sometimes. Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. You've used up all your key energy. Nice shot. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. Some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Bombs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Doom. You always find good use for things like that. Thank whoever left this climb stringer here. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the... Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Bolted. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Sure useful. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure... He does... The legend of the one-eyed child that... The child could have been anyone, but... There's no doubt you're the child. He says it has taken you a long time. It was after the attack. Had it not... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. You're such a good child, so you probably... He understands. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little... You might... The Nono prefer to hide in... You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out forever. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs. You'll need to support the tree for a long time. You'll need a net to catch the Nono. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. But today, your focus is getting this one to... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did... He lost you there for a while. But no memory is alone. It's part of... The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the Toxanol Corporation in... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never He worries there... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by... He's...
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. Out of date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Right between the eyes. You seem better. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu is mindful of his time, but thinks you'll just have to find...
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne statse. Paro, yaput.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma, eh? Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. He wasn't sure you'd do that, but it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. The Sifu. Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as... Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate... Once you've conquered the rivals out... Seeing you brings back his memories of the old... He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still... Anyway, you'll... You have orders to follow. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and... Says the shop holds something for everyone. The only thing... Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better...
Nauntla prikti
Says you might have...
iname pichichula. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort.
You're absolutely drained. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and... He is gone. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hungry. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of... But you need practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Camonu.
The de-
Catiatopoluta.
You should know. Practice makes perfect.
Camonu.
She'll see you at the village square.
Camonu.
She says that's good. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's... You should look... He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. But that's his point. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He says you don't really need a weapon when you're born. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she... You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared. There's no way. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets put... She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the... The most important thing... It's... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He wishes that was true.
Goga.
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Intabadang wagsufa.
He's curious to see what you found.
Sarevanyad zap.
He-
Sarevanyad zap. Ishku.
The style might be...
Und Lumfaubs Amanka.
He's looking...
Kanyala no Toro.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Gendrana Mala.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Kanyala no Toro.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Catchy. Your Muma says she... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. You're lucky to have such... Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Not gonna happen with your key energy level. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. Mercy is for the weak. The Jagni tribe seek... Better not keep the war party. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol. The Toxanol Corporation made this place. And then, well, there must be a... It's a game of life, yours and everyone else's. A flush seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Nice topper. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. As long as you're happy about it. Reflexed. Don't trip over what you can't see. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. It's the chug yard. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. You're in pain. Let's see. This might be the end of everything as we know it. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down. Let's see. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel, the toxinol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on. I need to brush... Oh, Gizmo remembers you... But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know... He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history should... Gizmo understands you...
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is flat out.
Don't ever doubt yourself.
Even the dark.
Stick with me.
Sad to... Wonders... But... He can't... You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mectons strong enough to fight the Jumbas. This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad. That's the leftover you're looking for. Take small breaths. Like walking down a trail. Focus on your goal. Shout about it later. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun. He's been working on another project. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find... Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. There are some gorgeous colors returning to the world. Fresh air. The grease monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. Daytime means the clock to nighttime is ticking. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
What's in more? Diabo.
Let's see.